Something dies, something.
Yeah, thank you. And so I observe all of these changes that are happening. And I'm talking about major systems, so environment, the economy, healthcare, education, and these transformations that these major systems seem to be going through. And I watch them, and I find myself smiling because while sometimes it feels like this, a bit of, it's tough going through this, I know something else is coming, like there's something else on the other end. And I'm just intrigued to watch to see what it is. And so I find myself observing it with a great deal of intrigue and a great deal of interest, to watch how all that around me seems to be changing. But yet I find myself becoming more calm about the change, just kind of smiling at it.
Yeah, the earth have been going through cycles always. It have been the cycle of the coal age, have been the cycle of the flames, it have been the cycle of the floods. And this particular cycle is about the cycle of change. So we as humans on the surface of the earth have the repercussions of going exactly the same cycles the earth goes through. Let's say in the flood, how many species there were dying. There will be some species also that it will be dying. So it's not all our fault that we have we have contributed with our childishness and not understanding on the cycle of the earth, or not make it smooth. But the earth itself is going through the cycle of movement, and that movement is purification, is upgrading itself. And it's upgrading the human race. It's upgrade. Children are born different. Yes. We have to perceive differently. So, yes, intrigue is a good way as if you are the observer. But I invite you to take a little bit more participation, where you can tap into that incredible movement of the cycle of the earth, which it may last 1,000 years or more. Right? It's not going to end just in our own incarnation. It just goes on and on for 10,000 years and so on. So if we are diving into that and say, what is the deepest movement that my soul, me as an entity or part of the divine, what is the biggest movement that I need to tap into it? And there is only one movement, and it's the movement to enlighten you. It's the movement to gain back that perception of what you truly are. That's what everything is going. Earth is going towards that, and it's taking humanity with it. So it's the government and the climate and all the little changes are really macro aspects of this humongous change that is driven Earth towards a place of maturity, and is driven all inhabitants with it. And as a
some of them kicking and screaming.
It doesn't matter. They will perish, reborn again, until they come back wired differently.
Yeah.
We have to learn to look at our existence in a bigger spectrum. We cannot just be attached to the simple little trajectory from birth to death in this life. We need to learn to get all the biggest spectrum of where are we going. What is it that we are going? Where is it that we are going? What I am in this cycle, in this movement. So all these changes outside don't have the same grasp on you.
Yeah.
If that government fell, fine. If this species perish, okay, it's part of the cycle. You relax about it. You're not letting all these details that the media make a great effort for us to be tense about it. Just relax. See that some things will change, some things will perish. But, the consciousness never do. The conscious never perish. So is dive into that and understand what your consciousness want, which is to come back to the source, which is to have the perception of what you truly are.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only hope to go through the cycles lucidly. So it's not about being the observant, it's not about being the activist, it's not about being the any position is not valid. It's about knowing where you're going, knowing that your consciousness is going towards the light, is going towards self-perception, towards self-realization. So then all these environmental things don't touch you. You can participate, you can do something about it, but you're navigating, you're floating, you're above something.